Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to speak a powerful truth. You can change your life, but it begins with changing the way you think. Too many people are trapped in cycles of poverty, not because of their circumstances, but because of the mindset they adopt. Poverty is not just a financial condition, it's a mental condition. If you want to stop living like the poor, you must stop doing what poor people do. First, understand that mindset is everything. The poor think in terms of lack, limitation, and scarcity. They focus on what they don't have. And because of that, they continue to live without abundance. The wealthy, on the other hand, think in terms of possibilities, opportunities, and solutions. They see potential in every situation. If you want to change your life, you must first change your thinking. You must believe that there is always a way and that you are capable of finding it. Stop focusing on what you lack and start focusing on what you can create. The poor often define themselves by what they don't have: the money, the opportunity, the connections. But what they fail to see is that every great success began with nothing but a thought. When you focus on lack, you limit your ability to see what's available to you. Shift your focus to creation, to solutions, and to growth. Wealth comes to those who understand that every problem has a solution if you are willing to find it. You must develop a vision for your life. Too many people live day by day, responding to life's pressures without a clear sense of purpose or direction. This is the way of the poor. They drift. The wealthy, however, are driven by a vision and image of where they are going. If you want to change your life, you must see where you are going. You must define your future with clarity and precision, and then take consistent steps toward that vision, no matter how small. Every success story begins with a vision. Take responsibility for where you are right now. The poor tend to blame others, their family, their background, their environment, or even the system. But blaming others will never elevate you. The first step toward change is taking responsibility for your own life. You are where you are because of the choices you've made. And if you want to move forward, you must own your decisions. The moment you stop blaming others and take full responsibility for your life is the moment your power to change begins. Invest in yourself. People who are poor neglect their personal growth. They are content with what they know, with what they have. But the wealthy know that growth is a continuous journey. They are constantly learning, improving, and evolving. To break free from poverty, you must commit to investing in your own development. Whether through books, courses, or experiences, you must seek knowledge, sharpen your skills, and grow into the person you were meant to be. Your habits will determine your future. We are creatures of habit, and the habits of the poor are the very things that keep them in cycles of mediocrity, procrastination, poor spending habits, unhealthy lifestyles, and negative thinking. If you continue to do what poor people do, you will continue to get the same results. But if you change your habits, if you start practicing discipline, consistency, and strategic thinking, you will start to see different results. It's the small daily habits that shape the destiny of the successful. You are the product of your environment. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. The poor often stay in environments that reinforce their limitations. They live in communities that don't challenge them to grow. But if you want to change your life, you must change your environment. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who push you to be better. Change your environment and you will change your perspective. Understand that purpose is the key to true wealth. The poor live without purpose, drifting from day to day, reacting to the circumstances around them. They focus on survival. But the wealthy live with a sense of mission. They know their purpose, and their purpose drives them forward. Purpose gives you direction, and it fuels your passion. When you know your purpose, you have the power to shape your life, and wealth follows. If you want to stop doing what poor people do, you must change yourself. You must change your mindset, focus on possibilities, take responsibility for your life, invest in your growth, adopt powerful habits, change your environment, and live with purpose. When you do these things, you won't just change your financial situation, you will transform your entire life. And once you begin to change, the world around you will change as well. The power to change is in your hands. The question is, will you choose to change yourself? The journey starts now. The The way you think shapes your life in profound ways. The concept of mindset is not just a psychological theory, it is the foundation of all your actions, decisions, and outcomes. If you think like the poor, you will live like the poor. If you think like someone who is destined for greatness, you will begin to move in that direction. Therefore, transforming your life requires a fundamental shift in how you perceive yourself, your possibilities, and the world around you. Many people live with a mindset that operates out of fear, scarcity, and limitation. They focus on what they do not have, what they cannot achieve, and what is out of their reach. This way of thinking keeps them trapped in cycles of mediocrity and lack. The poor are often defined by what they lack, whether it's financial resources, opportunities, connections, or education. They see the world through a lens of limitation, constantly confronted with obstacles they believe they cannot overcome. This mindset is not a natural state, nor is it a reflection of reality. It is a result of habitual thinking that has been reinforced over time. On the other hand, those who rise above poverty, who create wealth and success in their lives, do not look at the world in terms of lack. They see opportunities where others see problems. They perceive every challenge as an invitation to learn, grow, and find new solutions. They are not discouraged by setbacks or difficulties. Instead, they embrace them as stepping stones on the path to success. The wealthy understand that life is full of opportunities, and it is only the limitation of the mind that prevents one from seeing them. The more you focus on abundance, the abundance of knowledge, potential resources, and connections, the more you will begin to attract those very things into your life. It all starts with a shift in perspective. The way you think about yourself, your circumstances, and your potential will determine your path forward. If you believe that you are limited by your current situation, then your actions will reflect that belief. You will make decisions based on fear and insecurity, and these decisions will only perpetuate your current circumstances. However, if you begin to believe that your future is not defined by your past, that you have the ability to shape your destiny through your choices and actions, then your life will begin to transform. This shift is not an easy one, especially for those who have been conditioned to think negatively about their circumstances. For many people, poverty is not just a financial state, it becomes a way of life. It is how they define themselves. It's in their thoughts, their behaviors, their language, and even their interactions with others. They believe that because they were born into certain circumstances, they are somehow bound by them. But nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is that your environment does not define you. Your circumstances do not determine your future. Your thoughts do. Your thoughts are powerful, and they have the ability to shape the world around you. This is why it is so crucial to shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. The moment you decide to believe that there is always enough time, enough money, enough opportunity, you will begin to see the world differently. You will start to notice the opportunities that have always been there but were previously invisible to you because of your limited thinking. Changing your mindset requires conscious effort and discipline. It's easy to fall into patterns of thinking that reinforce a mindset of scarcity and limitation. Society, the media, and even our upbringing can instill beliefs in us that keep us locked into a way of thinking that hinders our growth. But this is where personal responsibility comes in. You are responsible for your own thoughts, and therefore you are responsible for your own success. To begin this process, you must first identify the negative beliefs that are holding you back. These might be beliefs like, I'm not good enough, I'll never make it, or I don't have what it takes. These beliefs are the foundation of a poor mindset. Once you become aware of them, you can begin to challenge them. You can replace them with beliefs that empower you. Instead of, I'm not good enough, tell yourself, I am capable of achieving greatness. Instead of, I'll never make it, say, I am on the path to success and I will continue to learn and grow. Instead of, I don't have what it takes, believe, I am resourceful and I will find the tools and strategies to succeed. This process of changing your mindset requires consistent effort. You must surround yourself with positive influences, read books that inspire you, and engage in activities that expand your thinking. The more you expose yourself to new ideas and new perspectives, the more you will begin to see the world as a place of abundance rather than scarcity. Additionally, it is important to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. The poor often focus on what they lack, which only reinforces their sense of scarcity. But when you focus on what you have, when you take time each day to acknowledge the blessings in your life, you shift your energy and mindset toward abundance. Gratitude has the power to transform your perception of the world. It opens your eyes to the many opportunities and resources available to you. Another key element of shifting your mindset is embracing the idea of personal growth. The wealthy are constantly evolving. They understand that learning is a lifelong journey. They invest in themselves, whether through education, mentorship, or personal development. They are committed to improving their skills, expanding their knowledge, and becoming better versions of themselves. Ultimately, a shift in mindset is the foundation of all success. It is the catalyst that propels you toward greatness. When you change the way you think, you change the way you act. And when you change the way you act, your life will begin to reflect the abundance you once thought was out of reach. The journey of transformation begins in your mind. If you can change your thoughts, you can change your life. Poverty, in many ways, is a mindset that is shaped by the focus on what is missing rather than what is available. People trapped in poverty often live in a constant state of wanting more money, more opportunities, more success, but they are so fixated on what they do not have that they overlook the vast potential of what is within their reach. They see only the obstacles, the challenges, the limitations that exist between them and their goals. The poor have a way of perceiving the world that magnifies the difficulties they face while minimizing the possibilities that lie ahead. This mindset of lack becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, creating a cycle where they continually focus on what they don't have, which only reinforces their position and keeps them from moving forward. The mindset of lack is not just a belief, but a pattern of thinking that becomes ingrained in one's life. It is easy to be consumed by what is missing when you are surrounded by reminders of scarcity, whether it be in your environment, your relationships, or your financial status. It can feel like you are always one step behind, struggling just to keep up. And in this constant struggle, the mind starts to believe that there is never enough. The more you focus on what you don't have, the less you will see the opportunities to get what you need. It is like trying to drive a car while constantly looking in the rearview mirror. You are not paying attention to what is ahead of you and are instead trapped in a mindset of what's behind or unavailable. This focus on lack leads to a vicious cycle. When you focus on the absence of something, be it money, opportunity, or success, it tends to create feelings of helplessness, frustration, and discouragement. You begin to feel as though the world is against you and that the opportunities you desire are reserved for others, not for you. These feelings of inadequacy only further reinforce the mindset of lack, and you find yourself stuck in a place where your actions mirror your thoughts. The poor often become passive, waiting for change to come to them instead of actively creating the change they want to see. They see themselves as victims of their circumstances, not as architects of their destiny. However, the shift that needs to take place is not about ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about changing your perspective on what you focus on. Instead of focusing on the absence of something, whether it's money, opportunities, or resources, shift your focus to what is already available to you. Understand that your resources might not look the way you expected, but there's always something you can use to create the life you desire. You must begin to see opportunities in the challenges, solutions in the problems, and potential in the limitations. This doesn't mean that your situation will change overnight, nor does it imply that the path will be easy. It means that you begin to approach the obstacles in your life with a mindset of resourcefulness rather than limitation. The wealthy don't ignore challenges, but they view them as temporary obstacles to be solved. They don't see problems as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to greater achievements. They understand that opportunities are not just handed to them, they are created by their ability to think creatively, act strategically, and leverage the resources at their disposal. In order to make this shift, you must train yourself to focus on what is available to you rather than what is missing. This requires a change in the way you view your environment, your skills, and your circumstances. Instead of seeing yourself as limited by your surroundings, look for the small opportunities that might be hidden in plain sight. If you are currently in a financial struggle, Start by identifying the skills or knowledge you already possess and how you can leverage them to create income or value. Instead of focusing on the fact that you don't have enough money to invest in a business, ask yourself, what can I do with what I already have? This shift in thinking requires you to take stock of your resources and become resourceful in the face of scarcity. If you want to elevate your life and move away from poverty, mediocrity, and negative influences, you must intentionally shape your environment to support your growth. This means assessing the relationships, the spaces, and the circumstances that currently surround you and deciding whether they are helping or hindering your progress. A change in environment often leads to a change in mindset, behavior, and ultimately results. One of the most significant aspects of your environment is the people you associate with. The saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," holds profound truth. The people around you influence your mindset, your ambitions, your work ethic, and even the way you see yourself. If you spend time with individuals who have a negative outlook on life, who complain about their circumstances, or who are comfortable with mediocrity, you are likely to adopt a similar mindset. You might find yourself making excuses, focusing on problems rather than solutions, and resigning to a life of dissatisfaction. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with individuals who are ambitious, motivated, and striving for success, their energy will lift you. Their mindset, their habits, and their attitudes will inspire you to take action, overcome challenges, and pursue your own growth. It's important to evaluate the people in your life and ask yourself if they are supporting your goals and pushing you to be better. Are they offering constructive feedback, encouragement, and motivation? Or are they contributing to your doubts, fears, and insecurities? If you find that your current relationships are not adding value to your life, it might be time to distance yourself from those who are holding you back. This is not about being harsh or unkind, but about recognizing that the quality of your environment will determine the quality of your life. Sometimes changing your environment means creating space for new relationships that are more in alignment with your vision for success. Your physical environment also plays a significant role in shaping your mindset and productivity. The spaces where you spend most of your time, whether it's your home, your office, or your community, affect how you think and how you act. A cluttered, disorganized space can create mental chaos. It can contribute to feelings of overwhelm and frustration, making it harder for you to focus or stay motivated. On the other hand, a clean, organized, and inspiring space can foster clarity, creativity, and productivity. If you want to change your life, start by evaluating the spaces around you. Are they conducive to success and growth? Are they aligned with the kind of person you are trying to become? A well-organized environment, whether in your home or workplace, helps to create an atmosphere of discipline and focus. It sends a message to your subconscious that you are serious about your goals and committed to making progress. Simple changes such as decluttering your space, adding elements that inspire you like vision boards or motivational quotes, and setting up designated areas for work and relaxation can have a profound impact on your productivity and mindset. When your environment is ordered and intentional, it becomes easier to focus on the tasks that matter and to eliminate distractions. It also helps to eliminate feelings of overwhelm, giving you the mental clarity needed to make effective decisions. The places you frequent also influence your ability to grow and succeed. If you spend most of your time in environments that are not in alignment with your goals, you may find it difficult to break free from your current situation. For example, if you spend time in places where negativity, gossip, or destructive behaviors are commonplace, you are likely to absorb these attitudes and carry them into your own life. Conversely, spending time in places that foster positivity, growth, and learning, such as libraries, coffee shops where professionals gather, or networking events with like-minded individuals, will expose you to new ideas and opportunities that can propel you toward your goals. Another aspect of your environment that requires attention is the digital environment you create. In today's age, the internet, social media, and digital spaces influence our mindset in powerful ways. The information you consume, the content you follow, and the digital interactions you engage in all contribute to your state of mind. If your social media feed is filled with negativity, comparison, or irrelevant content, it can drain your energy and focus. On the other hand, following people, pages, and groups that inspire you, teach you, and challenge you to grow can significantly impact your mindset. Be intentional about the digital environment you create. Follow individuals who motivate you, engage with content that nurtures your growth, and limit exposure to media that drains your energy or adds to your stress. In addition to the people, places, and digital spaces you engage with, your immediate community also plays a role in shaping your life. The culture and opportunities in your local environment can either limit your potential or expand it. For instance, if you live in an area where opportunities for personal and professional growth are scarce, you may need to look beyond your immediate surroundings for inspirational opportunities. This might involve seeking mentors, finding networks outside your locality, or even relocating if necessary. Sometimes a change in physical location is required to access new opportunities, new ideas, and new resources that can accelerate your personal growth. Shaping your environment for success also means taking control of the external factors that impact your mindset. It means creating a space where you can thrive not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. This includes protecting your time, energy, and emotional well-being from people and situations that drain you. Set boundaries that support your goals and limit exposure to negativity, distractions, or toxic environments. By consciously curating the spaces and relationships you engage with, you lay the groundwork for a life that is rich with opportunity, positivity, and growth. Remember, your environment is not just something that happens to you, it is something that you have the power to shape. If you want to change your life, change the environment in which you live. Align it with your goals, values, and vision for the future. By doing so, you will create the conditions for success, and you will find that the journey to a better life becomes much more achievable. Success is a product of consistent effort. And one of the most powerful ways to ensure you achieve your goals is through the establishment of disciplined habits. A habit is something you do automatically without thinking. And it is through the formation of good habits that successful people consistently rise above their circumstances. In contrast, the lack of discipline or the reliance on bad habits can lead to failure or a life of mediocrity. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, and without it, your dreams will remain unfulfilled. The first step in creating disciplined habits is understanding the power of consistency. Many people start off strong with their goals, motivated by a sudden burst of inspiration or desire, but without discipline, that initial energy fades. Consistency is the key to long-term success. It's not about how hard you work in the short term, but how consistently you show up every day. Small incremental actions taken over time compound and lead to significant results. You don't need to do everything perfectly from the start, but you do need to commit to making progress every single day, no matter how small the step. Discipline ensures that you continue even when motivation wanes or when challenges arise. Over time, these daily actions accumulate, leading to mastery and the achievement of your goals. Discipline also plays a vital role in creating routines that support your success. Successful people don't leave their success to chance. They design their days with purpose and intentionality. A routine is the backbone of productivity. It eliminates the mental energy required to make decisions about what to do next, and instead creates a structure that directs your energy toward what matters most. When you develop routines around your most important tasks, you create an environment where success is inevitable. Morning routines are especially powerful because they set the tone for the day. Whether it's exercising, reading, planning, or meditating, how you start your day influences how the rest of it unfolds. The habit of waking up early, for example, can provide you with quiet time to focus on your personal development before the demands of the world begin to pull at you. Creating disciplined habits involves making intentional choices that align with your goals rather than reacting to the distractions and urgencies of daily life. When you focus on building habits that align with your bigger vision, you are more likely to stay on track and avoid being swayed by temporary distractions. For instance, if financial independence is your goal, developing the habit of saving and investing a portion of your income every month becomes crucial. If physical health is your goal, creating a habit of regular exercise and healthy eating will drive results. The key is consistency. Each small decision you make that aligns with your vision contributes to the bigger picture of your success. One of the main reasons people fail to establish disciplined habits is that they try to change too much at once. It's tempting to want to overhaul every aspect of your life in a short period, but this often leads to burnout and discouragement. Instead, focus on one habit at a time and build it into your routine before adding new ones. Start with small, manageable actions and gradually increase the intensity or frequency as the habit becomes ingrained in your daily life. Whether it's waking up earlier, reading for 30 minutes every day, or setting aside time to work on a specific project, small, consistent actions are what make the difference. The more you reinforce a habit, the easier it becomes to maintain. Accountability is another key factor in developing disciplined habits. When you have someone or something to hold you accountable, it strengthens your commitment to your goals. This could be a mentor, a coach, or even a friend who checks in on your progress. Some people even find that using apps or tools to track their habits helps them stay on course. Accountability serves as a reminder of your commitment to yourself and your goals, pushing you to continue even when motivation wanes or when obstacles arise. It adds an external layer of support that strengthens your inner discipline. It's also important to remember that discipline is not about perfection, it's about progress. There will be times when you slip up or fall short of your expectations, and that's okay. Perfectionism can actually be a barrier to success because it discourages you from continuing when things aren't going exactly as planned. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, view them as learning opportunities. Adjust, adapt, and keep going. Consistency and persistence, even in the face of setbacks, are the hallmarks of disciplined individuals. Success is often not about avoiding failure, but about developing the perseverance to keep moving forward despite it. Another vital component of discipline is the ability to delay gratification. In a world full of instant rewards and distractions, the ability to delay gratification can be a defining factor in success. People who practice delayed gratification understand that the rewards of success, whether financial, personal, or professional, are often delayed and require sustained effort over time. Rather than giving in to the immediate temptation of comfort or indulgence, they remain focused on the long-term goals that will bring them greater fulfillment. This is the essence of self-discipline, choosing what you want most over what you want now. As you develop disciplined habits, it's also important to create a support system that encourages your progress. Being surrounded by like-minded individuals who value discipline, growth, and achievement can propel you toward your goals. Find communities that encourage the kind of discipline you want to cultivate in your life, whether it's a group of people focused on fitness, entrepreneurship, or personal development. These communities can offer support, guidance, and a sense of camaraderie that makes it easier to stay committed to your own growth. Lastly, remember that discipline is a skill that can be cultivated. While some may appear naturally disciplined, most people who are successful have developed their habits over time. It is not an inherent trait, but a series of intentional actions repeated consistently over time. Whether you're building new habits or strengthening existing ones, the key to success is consistent effort. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes and the greater the results you will see. When you commit to developing disciplined habits, you begin to shape the future you desire. Small, consistent actions guided by a clear sense of purpose and accountability will lead to lasting success. Over time, discipline will no longer feel like a struggle. It will become second nature, propelling you toward the life you've always dreamed of. In conclusion, if you want to break free from the patterns that keep you in a state of lack, mediocrity, or failure, it all starts with changing your mindset and actions. You must stop doing what poor and unsuccessful people do and take deliberate steps toward transforming your thoughts, your habits, and the environment you surround yourself with. It begins with understanding the power of your mindset, embracing growth, overcoming self-doubt, and seeing failure as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. From there, you must prioritize self-discipline, consistently take intentional action, and commit to the routines that align with your higher purpose. By shifting your perspective, developing a growth-oriented mindset, and surrounding yourself with the right influences, you set the foundation for a life of success and fulfillment. Understand that success is not an accident or a matter of luck. It is the result of intentional choices, consistent effort, and a refusal to accept mediocrity. As you grow in your ability to change your environment and habits, you will begin to see the possibilities that have always been within your reach. Remember, change is not easy, but it is worth it. You are capable of far more than you can imagine. And when you begin to align your thoughts, actions, and discipline with your vision for the future, success will no longer be a distant dream. It will become your reality. Now is the time to rise, to stop doing what the poor and unsuccessful do, and to start walking in the path of greatness. The power to change is in your hands, and it starts with the choices you make today.